If you follow any of the stops that Ricochet has made throughout his career, whether it's the Indies, Japan, Lucha Underground, NXT, or the WWE main roster, you know that for the most part it is universally known that Ricochet is one of the best in-ring talents in the world. But the bad rap that he has had and some of the baggage that comes with Ricochet is the fact that he doesn't have it. He's not the best promo. He doesn't do the best with his facial expressions. But after tonight's episode of Dynamite, I can confidently say that Ricochet has cemented himself as the top heel in AEW. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Kevin Zwicker from Fast Count coming at you. And before I get into this video, please remember to hit the like button and subscribe. Guys, always remember it costs you nothing to hit the like button and subscribe, and it helps the channel out in more ways than you even know. But on tonight's episode of Dynamite, we had an appearance from Swerve Strickland. As we all know, last week Swerve didn't appear, but we saw that confrontation between Ricochet and Prince Nana over the legendary robe that belongs to the embassy. And Swerve comes out and he kind of starts reminiscing on his career. He brings up the fact that it is Black History Month, and he is in fact Black History after he is the first African-American man to win the AEW World Championship. He brings up that he made his debut at Revolution, and he calls back to a conversation that he had with Nana about how his focus hasn't been on the AEW World Championship lately. And he agrees. He says, you know what, Nana, you're right. I am still the best in the world. I'm still the man around here. And to prove that, I need gold. But before we can get back to that, we kind of have some house cleaning business that we need to take care of. And he brings up the robe, and he brings up how he's not done with Ricochet after Ricochet has repeatedly said that he is done with Swerve. He is not done with Ricochet until he says he's done with Ricochet. Then we have Ricochet come out. He gets massive crowd heat, which is something I never thought I'd be saying 3-4 years ago when he was on Smash Matches in WWE. But he gets a massive amount of heat coming out to this San Diego crowd. He heals on the Padres, who are ass, which is a true statement. He brings up the fact that the Chargers left the city, which is also a true statement. And then he brings up the fact that he's a winner. He beats Swerve. Swerve is effectively a loser, and winners don't chase losers. And he brings up the fact that he needs gold. He wants gold, and he's not talking about that Louis belt that he rocks. He's talking about that AEW World Championship gold. But he brings up the fact that he is done with Swerve again, and he will not be going back. He will be only looking forward. And then Prince Nana has his contract in the hand, and he brings up the fact that he has this offer for Ricochet. He said that he spoke to Tony Khan earlier, and at Revolution, if Ricochet agrees, we're going to have Swerve versus Ricochet for a #1 contendership for the AEW World Championship. Ricochet agrees, and now it's official at Revolution. Now, I've stated before in other videos, if you guys haven't caught it, I believe that we are going to get a trilogy between these two individuals because, in my mind, Ricochet and Swerve, outside of this new brewing feud between Hangman and MJF and the feud between Mariah May and Tony Storm, this is the most interesting thing that is going on with AEW at the moment, mainly due to Ricochet. I've stated it earlier in the video, Ricochet is doing the best character work of his career. I never knew that this guy had it in him when he was in WWE. And I think it's mainly because he never really had the opportunity. You know, Ricochet was settled in a tag team with Malachi Black, Aleister Black at the time in WWE. Didn't do much talking. I thought his run in NXT was entertaining. But immediately after, he got bulldozered by Brock Lesnar for that title match in Saudi Arabia. He was DOA on the roster. And coming into it, when he signed with WWE, they presented it as a big deal. But it's like as soon as he left NXT and Vince got a hand to him, boom, the guy was done. But this is one of the rare cases where we can say, you know, WWE fumbled the individual, and AEW was able to capitalize on that fumble. And they have unlocked new abilities in somebody that majority of the audience didn't think that they had in them. And I'm glad that we're seeing this character out of Ricochet. You know, if I had to describe this character from Ricochet, he is playing the typical cocky light skin. And as a member of the Beige Brother community, I could say this is pretty damn accurate in how we act. And I love it. I think it's great. The people seem to be really into it. And heading into Revolution, man, I don't want to see Ricochet lose. And it sucks because somebody has to lose, right? And, you know, seeing Swerve take another L to Ricochet, an L during Black History Month, might I add, would suck. But if we're going to get a trilogy, like I've been saying, Swerve has to win, right? Going down 2-0 to Ricochet, in my opinion, Swerve is a made man currently on the moment for the AEW roster, but you don't want to see one of your top guys constantly lose and lose two big high profile matches in a row. So I'm going to reluctantly go with Swerve winning, but I'm not going to like it, even though I'm a huge Swerve guy. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. What do you think of the work that Ricochet has been putting in? Are you excited for the rematch at Revolution? Who do you got? Sound off in the comment sections. Like I said earlier, guys, like the video, hit the subscribe button. It helps the channel out in more ways than you even know. I'm Kevin Zwicker. I'm out.